The photography and videography world thrives on anticipation, especially when it comes to Sony's Alpha series. Each generation carries a weight of expectation, as professionals and enthusiasts alike look forward to what the next model will bring. The upcoming Sony A7V has become one of the most talked about releases in recent memory, not only because of what it represents in terms of technology but also because of the challenges and context surrounding its arrival. Between shifting market conditions, tariff-driven price hikes, and evolving competition, the A7V isn't just another camera, it's a statement about where Sony is heading in the hybrid market. Sony has long been a dominant player in the full-frame mirrorless space, but it hasn't had an easy road lately. Over the past year, photographers have watched prices climb again and again, leaving many wondering if now is the right time to invest in new gear. While the excitement for the A7V is undeniable, buyers can't ignore the context of multiple price increases across bodies and lenses. With tariffs playing a major role, Sony's loyal base is now weighing whether cutting-edge performance is enough to justify higher costs. This sets the stage for one of the most fascinating product launches of the year. The A7V isn't arriving in a vacuum, it's arriving in a climate where cost, value, and capability are all being scrutinized like never before. And yet, the early leaks and rumors suggest Sony is aiming to deliver a carefully balanced package: a new sensor, meaningful performance improvements, refined ergonomics, and video features that rival higher-end cinema systems. Let's unpack everything we know so far about the Sony A7V, and why this might be the defining hybrid camera of 2025. The pricing story that shadows the A7V. Before diving into the specs and features, it's impossible to ignore the pricing drama that has unfolded in 2025. Sony has implemented 3 major price hikes in a single year, each one cutting deeper into the wallets of creators worldwide. The first increase, back in May, shocked many buyers with sudden jumps of up to 30% at retail. Then came another adjustment in July, with cameras and lenses climbing as much as 7% more. By September, the third wave hit, pushing certain products higher by up to 22%. For photographers already grappling with inflation and rising costs of living, these hikes have left a noticeable mark. What makes the situation even more complex is that the increases have not been evenly spread across Sony's lineup. Cameras like the A7CR, a compact full-frame option designed for travel, saw some of the steepest hikes. Flagship models like the A7RV and the A9 III weren't spared either, with both bodies jumping around $400 in price. Even Sony's vlog-focused models, typically aimed at younger creators who prize affordability, rose by around $50, which may sound small but represents a significant barrier for entry-level buyers. And it's not just bodies. Popular lenses like the versatile 20 to 135 mm f/4 and the niche but powerful 400 to 800 mm f/6.38 have seen noticeable increases as well. For many, this has created a ripple effect, making third-party options from companies like Tamron and Sigma look increasingly appealing. In such a climate, the A7V must not only perform, it must justify its premium positioning. Release window and timeline. Amidst this pricing backdrop, the excitement for the A7V has only grown. The leaks suggest Sony has narrowed the release window to late fall, with an announcement expected between October and November. Originally, insiders hinted at an earlier launch, but a combination of tariff uncertainty and high demand for existing models reportedly pushed the schedule back. Sony has had to carefully juggle its production lines to avoid bottlenecks, ensuring that its most popular cameras remain available. This reshuffling delayed the A7V, but in many ways, it has built even more anticipation. Every additional week of waiting adds to the sense that this camera will need to deliver something special. The sensor question. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the A7V leaks is the sensor. For months, speculation has swirled about what kind of upgrade Sony might deliver over the A7IV's 33-megapixel chip. According to multiple sources, the A7V will indeed use a new sensor. The consensus is that this will not be the exact same silicon found in the A7 IV, but rather an evolved or upgraded version. While some reports mention sticking with 33 megapixels, others suggest the sensor could feature advanced architecture, such as a partially stacked design. This approach mirrors what Nikon did with its Z6 III, which maintained a similar resolution but gained significant speed advantages thanks to improved readout. If Sony takes this route, it could dramatically enhance burst performance and video capabilities without needing to jump in resolution. The stakes are high here. The A7 IV was already considered a strong hybrid camera, but its limits, such as the 10 frames per second burst ceiling and cropped 4K 60, left room for growth. The A7 Versus sensor could be the key to unlocking higher burst speeds, full-width 4K 60, and potentially even smoother performance for hybrid creators who switch constantly between stills and video. Design and ergonomics. Leaked images suggest that the A7V won't reinvent the wheel in terms of design, but it will refine it. The body appears to retain the four-way fully articulating screen beloved by vloggers and content creators, as well as the familiar top plate layout from the A7 IV. This continuity ensures that existing users won't face a steep learning curve when upgrading. At the same time, rumors point to small but meaningful improvements in usability. A larger electronic viewfinder, improved touchscreen responsiveness, and possibly a more intuitive menu system could elevate the shooting experience. While the A7V may not adopt the A1's grip design, these refinements suggest Sony is listening to feedback from its user base. Video performance and hybrid capabilities. Sony has built much of its Alpha brand reputation on strong video performance, and the A7V is expected to continue that tradition. Early reports suggest the new model will deliver enhanced 4K video, potentially with higher frame rates, better color depth, and improved autofocus. Importantly, there is speculation that Sony may finally offer uncropped 4K 60 recording, something creators have been asking for since the A7 IV's release. The addition of advanced in-body stabilization and smarter autofocus tracking could make the A7V a powerhouse for run-and-gun filmmakers, documentary shooters, and hybrid creators who demand flexibility. If Sony manages to deliver improved thermal efficiency as well, it could address one of the lingering concerns around long-form video recording. Pricing expectations. While official pricing hasn't been confirmed, multiple sources estimate the A7V will land around the $3,000 mark. This positions it firmly in the enthusiast to pro bracket, competing directly with Canon's upcoming EOS R6 Mark III and Nikon's Z6 III. For buyers weighing their options, this means the decision will likely hinge on performance per dollar. With third-party lenses softening the blow of Sony's own price increases, a strong spec sheet could make the A7V worth the investment, even in a difficult economic climate. Why the A7V matters. The A7V isn't just about megapixels, frame rates, or ergonomics. It represents Sony's vision for the future of hybrid shooting. By refining rather than reinventing, Sony seems to be acknowledging that the A7 series is no longer an entry-level full-frame line, it's the beating heart of its hybrid system. Where entry-level full-frame is now dominated by competitors like Nikon's Z5 or Canon's EOS R8, the A7 series has moved firmly into performance territory. This shift makes the A7V not just a successor to the A7 IV but a statement of intent. Sony intends to lead the hybrid market with a camera that balances speed, quality, and reliability in a single package. Final thoughts. As the announcement window approaches, the Sony A7V is shaping up to be one of the most important camera launches of 2025. With a new sensor promising faster performance, refined ergonomics, and video upgrades that could redefine hybrid expectations, this model could be the perfect upgrade path for A7 IV users and a compelling option for those weighing other full-frame systems. The question remains, will its rumored $3,000 price tag be justified in a market rattled by tariff-driven increases? For many, the answer will depend on whether the A7V delivers meaningful real-world improvements that make photography and filmmaking more seamless, intuitive, and creative. One thing is certain, the Sony A7V is more than just another camera. It's a test of how far a company can push innovation while navigating the realities of a shifting global market. And if the leaks are accurate, it may once again set the bar for what a hybrid full-frame camera can be.